So Deeks, a 1-1 draw today at home against Stockton Town. How do you reflect on that performance?
I think the lads battled. I can't stand here and say we was the better side today. I think they was. But I asked the lads to give me a reaction from last week, and they gave me that. I thought Willow made 2 or 3 great saves, 0-0 to keep us in the game. And then you go and score in the 75th, 76th minute. You're hoping then the lads just kind of galvanise themselves and hang on. And on another day we probably did, and it's a mistake. We know that. There's nothing you can do about it. Happens in football. But what I would say is that, like I said, we've got a result today, and it was important we did that after last week. I don't think the lads could have got any lower. They showed me a reaction today. They showed some fight. They showed some heart and aggression, desire, the things I asked them for in the changing room before we went out to play. And I've just said in there, I'm pleased with the way that you've done today. It's not easy coming up against second in the league. They're fighting for something at the top in the playoffs and around it. So you have to match that. They did that, and I'm pleased with the way that they've come out of the game and got a positive result.
And you mentioned Sam's saves a bit there. Obviously, he's been away for a few weeks. We've had Louis Turner in goal, but just how big of a performance was that today from him?
Yeah, like I said, and he's made 2 or 3 great saves at crucial times today, and that's ultimately what you need from your goalkeeper. When they get in positions to score goals, he needs to come up big, and he did that today. The lads in front of him, to be fair, I don't remember him really losing a header at the back either. And the one that Reece doesn't win, or it comes off the side of his head, or whatever happened, they score from it and profit from it. So I thought it was quite resilient at the back today. We know they're a good side. We know they're physical. They're 2 lads at the back. They did everything today, and it was always going to be one of them scrappy games, I think, where someone's going to nick a 1-0 or a 2-1. It wasn't going to be a 4 or 5-0. But yeah, Willow's saves at them times, I think, was crucial, and it also gives him confidence and the rest of the team confidence. When he's performing, you can see it breathe through the side, and and then you get yourself in front. Can we just hold out for a clean sheet? And unfortunately we couldn't. But like I said, in the balance of the game, I think they had the better of the chances, and you probably look at it and they probably deserve to be 2-0 up. But that's the resilience that this team's got, and that's what I asked them to show. So, on reflection, it's hard for me to stand here and go, I'm disappointed with the 1-1, or we nicked a 1-0 win in the late on, and we couldn't hang on to it. But it's a positive result. And Willow's saves at them time were crucial, yeah.
And you obviously made a bit of a rotation coming into the match. Obviously, the biggest thing being the 2 centre-backs. They were different from last week. Did that come to fruition in your opinion? Was it beneficial that those changes were made?
Yeah, I thought both of them did excellent all game. The big number 9 up front, he was an handful. My 2 left back and right back dealt with their wingers pretty well. And as the game tired, I thought they got a little bit more space down the sides. That's why Sam's struggling with a calf injury. He was before the warm up, so you're playing players a little bit patched up as well. But yeah, I think the 2 lads at centre half did very well. They looked solid. Apart from the times when they got in, which in games of football that's going to happen. But like I said, I'm blessed with that squad where I can rotate if I feel like lads need a rest, or sometimes when their confidence is low, it's good to take them out. We've got a lot of young players out there, and mentally they've got to be right to play. As you've seen today, there's no easy games, and it's important that they realise that it's not because they played badly or 7-1, or I've done it when we've won 3-1 or 5-1. I've made changes. It's not. I do it based on the team that we're playing against. We watched the highlights from their game, and they were 2-0 up. They struggled to deal with balls into the box, so we tried to play on that a little bit today, and ultimately we scored from it. But it's one of them things. I think you have to take that on the chin. Like I said, they was the better side overall through the match, and we've come out with results, so I'm pleased with that.
And going forward now, we beat Cleethorpes 3-0, then we fall to a heavy defeat to Worksop, then come here and get a draw. I mean, going forwards now, from a consistency point of view, what do you want to see from the lads now?
I just want them to show that heart and desire they did today, and be better in the areas where we need to be better in terms of can we create more. And I think they're capable of doing it. It's like you said, it's about piecing that together and being consistent. And I said, like, sometimes in moments in games, you're just making the wrong decisions. It might be an extra touch, it might be heading it when you can bring it down and chest it and play, or there's these little things that we can work on with them. But ultimately, they have to do that on the pitch themselves. They have to recognise it. And I said to them today, like, play with the calmness. Don't play like with any fear. But I think that's something that we've got to get better at as a group, and you forget again how young some of these are. They're still learning, and I have to take that on the chin. They're going to make mistakes in certain areas, but I think the more you can give them the confidence to keep doing what they're doing and make the right decision and take ownership of what they're doing on the pitch, I think they'll only get better. So, it's about consistency. Ultimately, we're in a results-based business. We need to get points on the board. We need to win. That's what everybody wants to do. But you've got to remember as well that I've got a lot of young players, and part of the learning process for them is they learn on the feet, on the pitch. There's no better way to learn. You know, and you see now Willow's come back in today after being out for a bit. You know, he's come back and gone, yeah, I'm the number one. You know, and that's what I want to see. I want to see that reaction. I want to see that consistency come into the performances. And you know, he did it today for 90 minutes. You know, he's done it before where he's played well for 60 minutes and then something happens. But you forget again, he's only young. So yeah, consistency is the key, I think, moving forward. We've got to be better in certain areas, in certain situations. Be a little bit more calmer on the ball, retain the ball. That's the biggest thing for me. When we get the ball back, can we retain it? We seem to give the ball up a lot quicker. And it causes problems because people are out of position, you're breaking forward, we get the ball back, 5 seconds later we lose it, we're then running back towards a goal. So we've got to work on that with them a little bit, I think. But like I said, I think they're there. It's just, you know, we've got to keep moving forward in the right direction. The consistency is a good word that you've used. They need to do that.
Yeah. And of course, now looking ahead, next weekend it's a long trip up to Johnstones away. It was a good game when they came down here, but what are your thoughts going into that one?
Again, another tough game. You know, we're a team that, like you say, even when we conceded there, you've seen the pressure we put on towards the end. We're still trying to go and win the game, and that's where we always play. And sometimes it bites us, but that's the way we are. That's the squad, that's the players we've got. We're set up to do that. We'll keep pushing and never give up. So we're going there, obviously, under no illusion that it's going to be a tough game, but we'll go out there to try and win it. We'll play our way, as long as they do their jobs and better in their moments. You know, I'm looking forward to the game and hoping that they perform well as they can do. Because it's frustrating for me as a manager, because I know how good they can be, and everybody in this ground that sees them play week in, week out know how good they can be. And it's hard to keep picking lads up off the floor when they feel like I've had a bad game. They've actually done all right. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. We know how they play and what they do. So we'll set our team up accordingly. We'll work on a few things again this week in training. Assess the lads that are carrying knocks or pulls and injuries, because the games are coming thick and fast now. We've got a heavy schedule. So, you know, this is an important month, and they're under no illusion that every week now, I've said to them, you've got to play it like it's your last game. And if you do that, you won't go far wrong.